our old vitamin P container here. What do we got? What's going to be today's thought? All right, here's what this one says. A godless world teaches us not to trust, but to fear man over God. All right, so what does that mean? Really, if almost all of your world feels like you're in the man-made world, then who are you going to fear? You're going to fear man. You're going to fear the bureaucracy, the red tape, the policy, the procedures, the rules, the teachers, the bosses, all this sort of stuff. And over God, right? I mean, people say, how on earth did Hitler get all those people to do such horrible things? It's not like he's the one who single-handedly killed all the Jews. He had to have a ton of help. And by the way, the people he was trying to get to help him had guns. Any one of them could have turned the gun back on Hitler at any time. Isn't that interesting? Now, there are some remarkably heroic stories of people who did resist, who did do the right thing, but why? They feared man over God. They basically said, here in this lifetime, it's okay to kill in the name of not being killed myself because this evil dictator person is telling me to do these things. It's out of my hands. I don't want to do it either, right? So that's an extreme case, but I'll tell you what, I watch this on a regular basis in just basic interactions in sort of business and, shopping, whatever, that sort of thing. And that's what a godless world teaches people. And we're literally now raising children. We've taken God out of the school, and we're raising children to be godless. We're telling them that, basically God's a myth. The real power, the real creators are mankind. We did all this. And, we know better. We need to start rethinking these rules that we don't think make sense. Well, why do we think they don't make sense? Because certain people are screaming and saying they're inconvenient, right? I mean, imagine like little children, how they, would rather stay up really late. They'd rather eat only candy, right? I mean, take examples like that. If children were in charge, would they change those rules? Yeah, of course they would. And would there be terrible consequences? Of course, right? And they would be violating basic truths that their moms and dads know are just good. They just are, right? We need sleep. You need sleep while you're a growing, developing child. Candy's not good for you. It's going to give you cavities. It's going to give you health problems. It's not nutritious. I mean, these things they're just inviolable laws of nature. But they're not convenient, especially not to a child who would rather stay up late and rather eat candy. And that's what this godless world is leading us to. We're not just children lobbying for later bedtimes and candy. Well, we're really pushing the boundaries all over the place. And the scary part is the more we all just kind of think, oh yeah, that's just how it is, the worser it gets. I like saying worser. I know it's not a word, but so the key is to fear God over man, and even when it's inconvenient, because it often is, and to trust, right? Because the more time we spend in this man-made world thinking that that's the thing, the more you're going to be let down, the more you're going to be in a selfish, dog-eat-dog, win-lose, zero-sum kind of a world. And that's not going to increase your trust. That's not going to increase love. It's not going to bring you closer to purpose. It's going to put you into survival and fear, right? And that's exactly where we are. Hey, one more thing before we go. America became the land of the free because of the brave, right? Unfortunately, decades of comfort have eroded our courage and our freedom. So what are we going to do about it? I say we hunt for purpose. Hunting for purpose is all about forging purposeful adults for God. Hunting for purpose is what God calls us to do. And it turns out it's the only life strategy that actually works. So, join us as we rehabilitate ourselves and teach the next generation what we wish we had been taught. If you like this last topic, you're going to love the next video. Until next time, keep hunting for purpose.